Let's go. Let's talk about what's going on in Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin is trying to get the bounce to the upside. Obviously, we came off the lows of $78,000. Bitcoin right now up almost $8,000 from the lows. So we're going to talk about, I want to look at the crypto fear and greed index and check out what's going on with Bitcoin. This is our short stream of the week. The longer one is on Monday nights, 11 p.m. Central Time, and Saturdays, 11 p.m. Central Time. Obviously, I'm going live at 7 p.m. tonight, but usually it's 11 p.m. on both of those nights. If you guys are new, make sure you hit the like and subscribe and hit the bell notification button because it does help support the channel. Let me get everything set up here. And if you guys want to join the Telegram, which is free, join link to join is in the description below to ask general questions or anything like that. And if you guys want to join the trading group, link to join is on YouTube only. That's to join the Patreon, $30 a month for my Bitcoin setups I give every day. And then 95% of the days of the week, or of the year, I should say, I'm giving altcoin setups as well, short, long, just depending on what the market is doing. So that's kind of what's going on. I got to get going live on TikTok, and then we're gonna get started. So with that being said, I think I posted this video to the wrong chat, so bear with me while I figure that out. Well, that sucks. Hold on a second. I posted to my other TikTok account, and that's not going to work. All right, so while I work on this, let me share the screen so you guys can see.
Just had somebody pull up with tons of toys.
Okay, let me just do this really quick. Okay, so crypto market update. We are now in March officially, and this is getting closer to springtime, so that's always fun. Anyways, let me just make sure I am live now. And then I want to let the Telegram group know that I am live. Okay. Now everyone knows. Let's go look at the crypto fear and greed index right now. I want to buy, and I've been watching for this to go, and maybe I missed the low. It got down to 10, and it's at 20. It's back at 26. So we'll see. If we go below 10, I'm buying a lot of crypto and I'm buying a lot of Bitcoin. We got so close. We went down to 10. And if we go, below 10, I'm buying. And I don't think that's happened yet. So I'm trying to get something pulled up. I'm trying to get the stream pulled up on my other computer. That way, just to make sure everything's going smoothly. Yeah, but I don't believe that's happened yet. So with that being said, let's continue on in the video. So right now, this is what I'm watching for Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame. So Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame, I almost just need to take another long because it's looking like it's going to keep going up. And you've stayed now above the 15-minute time frame on the 200-day smooth moving hours displaying right here. You haven't wicked into it for almost 45 minutes now, at least half hour. So with that being said, that is how I trade. That's my strategy. So I am going to actually take a long on this. If I can log in on my other telephone, that would be ideal. Let's see if I can do that. Because right now that looks like it's going to continue to the upside. This is a bull pennant. These break up 68% of the time, especially in a bull market, which I'm pretty sure we're still in right now because the fear of greed index got so low while Bitcoin was still so high in price. The last time the crypto fear and greed index was below 10 was when Bitcoin was at $16,000. We have not been below 10. We got down to 10 yesterday, but we have not been below 10 since the bear market. And the fact that Bitcoin is still in the high $70,000 range when it got down to 10 makes me think that we're in a bull market. If we got down to 10 when Bitcoin's at 30,000, we dumped down to 30,000 before you got down to 10, then I think we're in a bear market. But that's a higher low, at least on that indicator. So to me, I believe we're still in a bull market. I was kind of on the fence the other day, but I believe we're in a bull market. Even if Bitcoin goes below $78,000, which I think is still on the table, I still think Bitcoin is in a bull market. So I am still accumulating Bitcoin, just to be honest with you. I still am. And the right now, short-term bounce, it looks like Bitcoin, even if it's a lower high on the 3-day time frame, looks like Bitcoin could get up to about $88,000. So that, to be honest with you, I'm excited for what's going to happen over the next few weeks. So right now, I just entered this long on Bitcoin. My average price is $86,077 or $86,078. So let me just adjust this really quickly. I'm just trying to know where I enter the trade, and I would like to take this up to the measure move, which is approximately $88,000. So let me just do this quick math here. If I take it up to $88,000 and I have my stop loss, this is a live trade right now. My stop loss is $85,787. I'm risking, it's a 6-to-1 R&R. So say you risk $1 to make $6. That's what I'm doing right now. So I enter the trade. We'll see what happens, but I'm in the trade, and that is what we're doing. Well, maybe we'll hit it here in the next few hours, but that's what we're doing. So that is the 15-minute time frame. The 15-minute time frame, as far as RSI goes, looks good to me. It looks like you can continue getting a bounce. The 1 hour time frame, yes, the 1 hour time frame is overbought, but I will say overall, I don't think that's a major concern based on some other things. The 4 hour time frame, you have to understand the 4 hour time frame is also overbought. That is a little sketchy to me, but again, the highest of time frames, like if we go up to the 6 hour, that's overbought. The 8 hour time frame is overbought, but like you get above the 12 hour, it's not overbought anymore. 12 hours not overbought. Daily is just getting started on the RSI. The 2 days are oversold, the 3 days oversold, and the weekly, this is the time frame I love. This is also why I still think we're in a bull market, because the last time the weekly was oversold was when Bitcoin was at $16,000. Now Bitcoin's oversold and you were only down to 78,000. I'm not saying it's over yet. I should actually be buying more Bitcoin right now because we might not go below 10 on the Fear and Greed Index. But to me, this is awesome. Weekly over, I don't know, in my 4 or 5 years in crypto, actually it's probably been more like 6. I don't know if I've ever seen Bitcoin get oversold on the weekly time frame in a bull market, but this is, anytime it's been an excellent time to buy. Bitcoin was oversold here, you went on a major leg up. Actually, Bitcoin was also oversold when we went down to 48,000. I didn't realize that. When Bitcoin was oversold down here at 16,000, that was a good time to buy. And when Bitcoin was oversold, when Bitcoin was at 10,000, that was an awesome time to buy before you did a 7x. So to me, and there's more before that price history out, it doesn't show up below $5,000 for whatever reason. This is on the Bybit chart, by the way. So that to me, Bitcoin is still bullish, and we'll see what happens. But to me, yes, the 4 hour time frame is making a lower high, but then as long as you make a higher low above $78,000 when we get a bigger retracement, that's still good. So to me, I'm bullish on the weekly time frame. I'm bullish on the daily time frame. I'm bullish on the 15-minute time frame. The 4 hour time frame, it needs to make a higher low above $78,000 next time we get a short move to the downside. But overall, I'm loving what I'm seeing on those time frames I just said. Again, the 4 hour time frame, I'm not convinced yet, but I believe the higher time frames will make me convinced that the 4 hour time frame is bullish as well. But if you're just trying the 4 hour time frame and you don't look at anything else, to me, this is a lower high. You need to do something like this for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is right now overbought on the 4 hour time frame. I'm not saying the top is in on the 4 hour time frame, but if it were to be, I would want to see a higher low get formed and preferably bounce off 82,000, which is support. But I do not want to see Bitcoin, if you get a move to the downside or a few red candles on the 4 hour time frame, I don't want to see Bitcoin lose $78,000. That'd be a lower low. But overall, I love what I'm seeing on Bitcoin on these other time frames. So if you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know and I'll look at them. But to me, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I just entered long on Bitcoin, and that's where I stand for right now. If you guys enjoy this, make sure you hit the likes. It does help support the channel. I gave you free trade setup that right now is in the money. I entered the trade we're up $200 on the trade. Now I'm not, but the trade's up $200 right now. So yeah. So anyways, so XTN right now looks very good as well for long. You're above the 200-day smooth moving average on the 50-minute time frame. So to me, that's when I buy. I'm not in a trade right now in it because I'm in a Bitcoin trade. I don't want to be in more than one trade. But I will say that right now, XTN looks awesome to me. I would have entered a trade right here when you cross that yellow line, and I would have put a stop below it, and you'd be in the money, and you could at this point move your stop loss as well to break even. So XTN right now, it looks good to me. I'm going to say that this is going to become either a falling wedge or a bull pennant. Either way, it looks good for a move to the upside. If Bitcoin gets the move to the upside, I can predict that XTN will at least get up to 1854, which is resistance. The measure move right now is 1.9 cents. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys for the likes. Bull run over? I don't think so. I just talked about that. I don't know if you just joined, but I don't think it is. So, anyways, that's why I see XTN looks like it can get a move to 1.9 cents. I will say this: I'm not buying altcoins, but I don't believe the bull run is over. So, overall, I don't believe it's over. And yeah, it just doesn't. I'm not seeing the signs of it being over. The weekly time frame for Bitcoin is making a higher low, and the fear and greed index resets. So, to me, Bitcoin is still doing okay as far as everything else is considered. So, I'm not any. The only trade I'm in right now is the Bitcoin trade. So that's just kind of what's going on. So I just want to come on here, give you guys an update. I don't see any crazy altcoins. I guess something I could talk about is Tesla. I did sell Tesla at $325 about 2 weeks ago, or maybe it was a week. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, probably. Time goes by fast. And so I sold right here. So I guess I tell you, I sold on the 12th. That was 2+ weeks ago. And then you had to move up lower high on the 5.5 hour time frame to 367. You got to move down. You couldn't bounce off support at $328. You couldn't bounce off support at $295. And short term, you're trying to get a bounce just above support at $265. You went down to 273-ish. And right now, the question on Monday is, can Tesla break $300? If you can do that, I wouldn't enter long because this is about to be another lower high on the 5.5 hour time frame. The previous one was 367. This could be under 300. So to me, I'm not bullish on Tesla yet until I see higher lows and higher highs. But I'd watch and see if Tesla can't get above 300 on Monday. The next support to the downside is 265. That'd be a lower low, and then below that 238. So Tesla to me is extremely bearish right now, but it's just something I'm watching like a hawk because I believe Tesla is like the Bitcoin of the stock market, and it is profitable, it's volatile, and there's money to be made just like in Bitcoin in the stock market. So Tesla's really the only coin I swing trade. But anyways, yeah. So that's what I'm watching for on Tesla right now. It's not a buy in my opinion. But I did tell you months ago, 4 months ago, to buy it at around 212. It went up to almost 5. I think it hit 500, and now it's back down. So that's a double up in the stock market in 2 or 3 months. I mean, stock market doesn't, most stocks don't do that. So I'm watching it. To me, it's not a buy, but I'm not saying do a put either on it. I'm just saying Tesla, I'm watching pretty closely for a rejection off $300 on Monday. So that's kind of what we got going on as far as Tesla goes. It's something I do like to look at, once a week. I mean, I look at every single day the stock market's open because I like to swing trade it, but it's something I talk about at least once a week, even if it's not doing much. So thank you, Richard, for the follow. Thank you, George, for the follow. Any thoughts on XCH? Is there a particular exchange you prefer? I've never heard of XCH. Have I actually looked at this before? I've never heard of XCH. So let me just do the support and resistance levels on whatever this is. It's not even on any major exchanges. So overall, I mean, I don't know what this is. So I would say anything above $120 we don't need to worry about because we're so far away. That's a 10x from here, basically. But I will say these local zones that you can look at would be a support, a bounce. So right now you have support at $7.50, maybe a little at $13.15, and you have a lot of resistance now at $25, $24.50. Above that, you have even more resistance, I would say, around $38. If I go down to the 3-day time frame, you're below the 200-day moving average on the 3-day. Anytime you lose a 3-day, you look for the 4-day. Are you below it on the 4-day? You are. You're probably below it actually on pretty much every time frame. That's not a good sign. Are you below it on the 6-day? You are. I mean, this isn't a bear market. Whatever this is, you would think this is a bear market. You're below it on the 200-day moving average 6-day time frame. The weekly doesn't have any data yet as far as moving averages go. You're below the 21 though on the weekly. So to me, this is bearish. I don't know what this is. You must break. If I go back to the 6-day time frame, honestly, you're not bullish until you break $38. So to me, this is massively bearish. I'm not giving you financial advice, but I wouldn't be wanting to buy this right now. I just wouldn't want to be. And daily time frame is making another lower high. The previous top was around $25, which was resistance and support. And now you're making a lower high even lower around $18. So to me, again, whatever this is it looks really bad. And part of the reason maybe it looks bad, maybe not, but there's not many major exchanges that I saw when I look at this that have this. OKX, which no one can use. I don't know how to. I can't. I live in America. I can't do that. It's on Bybit. I guess people can use Bybit. It's on HTX, which again I can't really access. The only one, but even Bybit, I don't think Americans can use anymore. So, it's hard to access, and I don't know what it is. I'm not saying that's why the chart's bearish. It just looks really bad. So, anyways, oh gosh. Anyways, that does not look good to me right now. It looks pretty bad. I don't know. I don't know what XCH is, guys. So let's just move on. Pepe, I said, I think 2 weeks ago, I don't know if it was on a live stream or not, but I said that Pepe was in a head and shoulders pattern and it looked likely to dump. So let me see if I can go back and find where that was at. Did I draw on this? Head, right here. Let me go full screen. So here's your shoulder, here's your head, here's your right shoulder. I said that's likely to dump. I didn't give a measure move, but I did say it was likely to dump. I basically was talking about that around the level of 10, and you've gone down 25% since then. Let's go back to the 3-day time frame. Let's go full screen. And I know that Pepe is not at all-time lows, but according to this chart, it is, which is inaccurate. I wonder if there's a better chart for this. But right now, can you bounce off this local low at 721, or are you just going to roll over? Right now, 3-day time frame is oversold. The daily time frame is oversold. It's not looking. You're getting a lackluster bounce. That is not a good sign. The 8-hour time frame is, in my opinion, bearish. You're making lower highs while the same lows. That's a descending triangle on the 8-hour time frame. So, to be honest with you, if you want the conservative measure move for the next leg down, it's saying that you're likely to go down to approximately 4.6. That's like a 50% dump. That might not happen, but it doesn't look super good to me right now. So we'll see what happens. Now, I would say this right now as well. If you can if you get back above 8.1, then it's likely that you are getting the dump and you're going to get moved to the upside. But overall, if you don't break 8.1, to me, it's very bearish. And then another local level to watch for sure would be 8.62. So those are the resistance levels. If you break the first one, though, it's likely that you're going to rip back to the upside. If you don't break 8.1, though, it's likely this rolls over and you get a further dump to the downside. That's not good, but that's just what I see going on for Pepe. So, unfortunately, that's just what I see, and I think they already left. So, yeah, that's what I see going on. If you guys have requests, let me know. Otherwise, with that being said, guys, that's all I got. I'll be back live on Monday, 11 p.m. Central Time. This is just a quick update on what the market is doing. So until then, honestly, I guess, trade safe and have a good one. I don't see, there's only 2 people watching on YouTube. So really, with that being said, I guess I'm going to get out of here because I don't see any other requests. And I guess for Bitcoin's doing decent tonight. I watched them move to 88,200, which is resistance. Bookmap also has liquidity at 86,600. So it's likely we get to move to the upside tonight. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll keep my trading group updated throughout until Monday. But if you guys want to join the trading group, link to join is on YouTube. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers and have a great night. Again, I'll be back live on Monday, 11 p.m. Central Time. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I guess one other one I want to look at would be Jasmine. Let's go look at the weekly time frame for Jasmine. I mean, that's not good. I haven't looked at Jasmine in a long time, but yeah, right now it just doesn't look fantastic. Appreciate if you guys hit the likes for doing these requests. It does help support the channel. So really, if you lose 1.6 cents on Jasmine, look how long it's been above that level. Ever since The 26th of February, that looked horrible. So Jasmine looks like, honestly, that it's in a bear market. Below the 200 moving average, which was at 1756, so you just lost that. So I'm not. I don't like what I see in Jasmine. Jasmine looks really bearish to me right now. Even the monthly time frame is overbought, and like that's not a good look. So if you lose this level at 1.6 cents on Jasmine, your next macro support of any sort would be at 7.3. That's a 50+% dump. So yeah, Jasmine looks bad. You're below key moving averages. I think you're below it. Yeah, you just lost a 6-day, 200-day moving average. So that's not a good thing. I'll go to the 4-hour time frame and see what's going on in the 4-hour time frame. But kind of like, I don't know, man. I think altcoins are in a bear market. I don't know if we're going to get altcoin season. And I think Bitcoin's in some kind of bull market. It's kind of weird. But I think a lot of these coins, I just think there's too many coins in the altcoin space, first of all. And I don't care how well known the coin is. That's bearish. A lot of these altcoins are in bear flags. So, I would say this: if you break 1877, you're going to get pumped back to the upside, back to probably 22. Otherwise, it's looking like you could capitulate further down on Jasmine. Guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one. I don't see a falling wedge on the 4-hour time frame. That is a descending triangle, and that is extremely bearish. So I'm sorry, but that is not a falling. Let me go full screen. That's not a falling wedge. That's just ugly. That's ugly. So that is really bad. That's not good. Let's go to the 1-hour time frame. What's a 1 hour doing? Low or high? It is kind of looking like you want to break back to the upside, though. I mean, the 4-hour time frame is overbought. I will say that I would not be taking a short. I would say like it's kind of sketchy. This is a descending triangle, but it looks sketchy, like you do want to go to the upside. I don't think it's a falling wedge by any means, but I would not be longing or shorting this. To me, this is just sketchy. Yeah. I would say, though, it's likely, if you go back to the 4-hour time frame, I would say it's likely that if you break 1875, that you do get a move back to the upside. So I would actually not mind taking a short on this with a stop at 1875. Tight stop loss and take profit all the way down here. So that's just what I see on Jasmine. Daily's probably bearish as well. It is oversold on the R side, but you're below the 200-day moving average. So I would rather buy Bitcoin over Jasmine. Let's look at the Jasmine Bitcoin chart. This is basically how Jasmine is performing compared to Bitcoin. So it's this chart is saying if you hold Jasmine, Bitcoin would be outperforming Jasmine. So Bitcoin has outperformed Jasmine ever since pretty much December 4th. So, I mean, Jasmine just doesn't look fantastic. That's bearish. And you're about to lose another, again, just like on the weekly time frame for Jasmine, it's bearish. The daily time frame for this looks like you're about to take out the lows and dump. So I actually do most likely see a dump for Jasmine incoming. I'm sorry to say that. I'm just, man, that just looks really, really bad. So we'll see what happens. But you're below the 200 moving average. You're making descending triangle. You're making bear flags. And you're about to lose a major support if you don't bounce at 16. So we'll see what happens. But that's my update for Jasmine. It's already on my watch list. I'll see you guys on Monday at 11 p.m. Central Time. Until then, trade safe and have a great night. Thank you guys for stopping by. And I'll be live longer on Monday. But yeah, cheers and have a great night. XRP will melt faces? Okay. I don't think it's gonna. It might make a new all-time high. Bitcoin does, but I don't think it's gonna melt faces. I just don't.